Mhm. All right. Welcome, everybody. It is your boy Robert Flood on Sunday Night Vibes, Courageous Detroit Radio Network, and here we are again, another great Sunday and everything. Hopefully you all are enjoying your Sunday fun day and everything. It's a little rainy out, but it was raining earlier, but the sun is out in time for the show and everything. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that beautiful 80-degree weather these past 2 weeks and stuff, because guess what? It's going to be the last time you're going to see it for the year. Because it's going to start getting, cold and all that stuff. And, yeah. But hopefully you all enjoyed that as well. Listen. We have a really good show for you all today because I want to get right to it because we have a special guest on the phone lines, on the live line and stuff. So we're going to definitely get to our guest that is holding on ever so patient. But before we do get started, I do want to send some, this is, one thing about me in the show, I don't like to send sad news and everything like that, but a close friend of mine, a close friend of mine, you might know her, Tafina Simmons, Tafina Simmons, the Lemonade Lady. She's been on the show plenty of times. And stuff. And she told me that it was okay for me to actually that's fine. You can go ahead and do it. But I do want to send prayers and condolences because her best friend passed and everything. So I definitely want to send some prayers and condolences and stuff like that. And yeah, she is going through it. So definitely prayers and condolences goes out to her and everything like that. And yeah, so Tafina Simmons obviously is a good friend of the show, and yeah, we definitely want to send prayers and condolences out to her best friend. I understand they were real close and stuff, and yeah, it is never a good thing to see that pass and stuff. So I hate to start off the show like this, but hey, I'm definitely a thing right there, and she gave me permission to do it. So that is my bestie, that's my best friend. So yeah, definitely want to do that. All of us here on Courageous Detroit, Courageous Detroit Radio Sunday Night Vibes, definitely sending prayers out to you as well. Okay, so one love for that. So definitely to do that. Okay, so a lot of stuff happening. So we got to get to the show because like I said, we have a really good show for you all today, and I cannot wait for you all to meet our special guest. Marsha Florence is going to be joining us and stuff, and she has an event that is going to be taking place. She has an event that's going to be taking place on Thursday, October 2nd, the 5th annual health fair. So we go talk to her as soon as we come back from the break. We are going to talk to her and everything like that. And yeah, so definitely stay tuned for that, because I'm telling you, when I tell you this lady, when I tell you she is doing a lot, she is definitely doing a lot and stuff. And she has a TV talk show as well, and it's called Just as TV talk show and stuff. So we definitely going to get into that and all that good stuff. So I'm telling you, the guests is just keep on coming. The guests is just keep on coming and stuff. And you know, it be hard trying to you know, book guests and stuff and everything like that. And sometimes they can't make it into the station, which is all good. You know, we don't mind that, but it is good to talk to them on the phone lines as well. So that is definitely what we're gonna do with Marsha will be joining in as well and stuff. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show. Obviously, we want you all to do that. Like, subscribe, and share the show because it is so important to do that. And the phone number 313-573-8689. 8683 is the number. 313-573-8683 is the number. And yeah, we definitely gonna get into it. If you like, if you want to call in, if you want to do this and that, if you have any questions for Miss Marshall, who's going to be joining us, definitely give us a call. 313-573-8683 is the number. And I had a teacher named Miss Marshall. When I was in school, I had a teacher named Miss Marshall. So that will be interesting and stuff. But yeah, like I said, we got a really good show for y'all today. So y'all definitely need to stick around to Courageous Detroit Radio Network, Sunday Night Vibes, right here with your boy Robert Flood. And when we come back, we are going to talk to Marshall Florence, and we're going to get to what she's doing. And like I said, she has a big event coming up in October, which is next month, that she wants you all to know about. So we got that and more on Sunday Night Vibes on Courageous Detroit Radio Network with your boy Robert Flood. When we come back, Miss Marshall Florence will be joining us right after the break. Back after this. Stay tight. And we are back. It is Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Flood on Courageous Detroit Radio Network, and we are, of course, we are so appreciate you a lot for listening and tuning in, and yeah, we are just happy and stuff. And again, happy Sunday Fun Day to everyone out there who is listening, who is watching. Like, subscribe, and share the show, and like, subscribe, and share the show if you like the conversation we're about to have. And also 313-573-8683 is the number to call in as well. Okay, so let's get started with our guest, because I know she's been patiently holding on the line. We got her on the live line and stuff. She is doing the most and everything. She has her show called Just As TV Talk Show. It's the name of her show, okay? And she is just doing amazing things. But she has a big event that is coming up on October 2nd, which is on Thursday, October 2nd, the 5th annual health fair. So we definitely going to know all about that and more. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to Sunday Night Vibes, Miss Marshall Florence, to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for joining us, Miss Marshall. How are you?
I'm great, and how are you?
I am wonderful. I am so good. I'm just so sad that you can't be in the studio and stuff. I mean,
well, it's crucial time for us. I mean, we're running around trying to make sure we have everything in place. We're meeting people, going to other health fair events and programs and all kinds of stuff, just to make sure that those we have to partner with everybody. So when you're partnering like that, yeah, every day, Monday through Sunday, is a useful day to make sure you're connected.
I understand. I totally understand. I know you're a busy lady and everything, so I get it. I totally get it. But listen, why don't you do this first? Because I know we got to talk about the health fair, which we got to get to, because it is something thing. But tell people a little bit about yourself. Obviously, you're a first timer on this show, and we do that. We do it to all the first guests that come on this show. We let people know a little bit about them. So tell us about yourself, Miss Marshall.
Sure. Well, my name is Marshall Florence, and I'm the producer and host of the Just As Talk Show. It's an education and resource television program locally here on PBS Channel 56 every Wednesday morning. And what we do is we interview all businesses in the healthcare profession. So physicians, healthcare professionals, doctors, lawyers, judges, nutritionists, fitness experts, durable medical equipment, you name it. If it's got something to do with health and wellness, we do our best to cover that so that the residents in the state of Michigan and beyond get a chance to know what's actually going on and what's useful. So we actually do a television show 4 times a month. We record it, and we do podcasts every 2 weeks, every other Thursday. So those are live on Facebook. But our purpose is to make sure that people are educated about things in the medical field, because a lot of times you can be a caregiver, a person with a disability, or a senior, or you're a caregiver for a person with a disability or a senior, and you get kind of, bogged down with wanting to know things and don't know where they are. So we invite people to call our 800 number and ask us questions, and that way we can help filter back the answers to you and the context that you may need.
Okay, and we go definitely give out the 800 number at the end of the show. But so you do you say you do like Facebook and YouTube as well?
Oh, we do everything. We have our regular station, PBS, and then we have 5 cable stations, and YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, so in our website. So it's almost like you can't, miss a show. If you don't catch it on PBS, we always encourage people to go to the YouTube page or go to our website. And if we haven't done the show topic, we invite people to give us a call and tell us what they want to see, so or hear about. So we'll look it up. What most people don't see or not certain of is that a lot of people don't read, can't read, and won't read. So when you got the 3 read issues in front of you, the next best thing to do is give a visual aid to a program or to a service. And that's a good thing, because you can go to 99 health fairs, doctor's office, and all kinds of things. They hand you a brochure. You say, okay, well, maybe you don't feel like reading, or maybe you don't have time, or are unable to read that information, or maybe it's not in your language. So with us, we try to cover the gamut to make sure that everything that is available medically is uncovered, so that you get a chance to get that support from wherever you need it. And I have to back up a little bit. I'm a retired social worker from the state of Michigan.
Okay.
And my educational skills is my degree is in gerontology, which is the study of the elderly, and my years of experience is working with persons with disabilities. So it takes me all the way back to the beginning of knowing what I know, and learning and seeing and meeting all these different wonderful people, that even when I stepped away, I knew it was some work to be done or to be continued. And that was part of the quest of developing Just Ask. But Just Ask is 25 years old, so we're not brand new.
Okay, so okay, so it's only 25, huh?
Well, I'll say I didn't want to just keep on giving out the numbers, but we're 25 plus. How about that?
Hey, sounds good. That'll work. 25 plus. I like that and stuff. So I did not know that that's been around for so long. Just Ask and stuff. And so you do Just Ask once a week on Wednesdays, right?
Well, the show airs every Wednesday. So the show airs every Wednesday, okay. But we're in the studio 4 times a month, and we do two shows per date. So we actually have like 4, 6, 8 shows developed in a month when necessary. So even if we take a break, their shows are still available or coming out that haven't been seen yet, and the shows are either captured by PBS or the cable stations or the website, and we always make sure that we give our guests a copy for their records. So, and then the show repeats itself. So PBS is kind enough to repeat the shows for us. If somebody said I missed that, we actually have a chance to have the show repeated.
I was going to ask how did you wind up on PBS?
Oh, now that's a trick question. Well, that's been over 15 years ago. So I think what I recall is that, somebody introduced me to the director of PBS at that time. And my part-time job, I worked in a banquet hall. So on the weekends, I worked in the banquet hall to raise money to keep Just Ask going. And I was working in this real exclusive hall in downtown Birmingham. And this gentleman would come in there once a month and do what they call the classical brunch. And they pointed him out to me, and I made it my business to wait on his table. And I just, every month when he came, I hunted him down, and he would look at me like, wow, lady, back off. And I gave him a CD one time. I said, sir, if you would just watch this, you would see what we do. And, we're great, this and that. And I just kept on, and finally he did. So
him down, Marshall.
It pays to nag.
You tracked him down, Marshall?
I did. I mean, I was hot on his trail, but I was nice, and I just kept on. My friends were like, you hunted him down. I'm like, well, how else was I going to get him? Now, first thing I'll tell people, sometimes people look at you in uniforms and stuff, and they don't think that you're skilled or you're educated or you're doing what you're doing. But I was a social worker the whole time. I just was always moonlighting, doing something extra to raise money, for Just Ask, because I wasn't a good grant writer and we didn't have all those things. But it didn't take away from what my meaning was. I was going to do what I had to do to get that recognition and get that seat on the panel there of PBS. So, and I told him, I said, well, sir, I said, this is what I do on the weekend. I said, but Monday through Friday, I work for the state of Michigan, blah, blah. And then he kind of took a different look at me. But what I don't like is that, anybody who's ever trying to get into a business, you don't have to lowball yourself, because somebody don't know that you have various skills or techniques. You stand tall in your decision and you keep on going. So when they tell you one door closes and the other door opens, it does. It's just hard, but it does.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Look at you now. I mean, got the Just Ask and everything. Look at you trying to teach some knowledge. and
Well,
stuff.
I mean,
I love
somebody passed
that.
it on to me, so it's easy for me to pass it on to somebody because I don't care who asked me, how about my humble beginnings. I can tell you it was hard work and perseverance, and it's still not over. But I do want the next generation of TV and radio personalities to keep going. Keep pressing forward, keep sharpening your skills. Watch other artists and take notes. Sometimes you have to steal a little bit, to tweak what you got, but but
Yeah.
but you're gonna get it, and then and then you got to take fear out of it and just go for it.
I love it, and I love what you said. Next, because it's a lot of people now who's doing like radio shows and podcasts and all that stuff, producing and everything like that. So I'm so glad you said that. Because there's a lot of people trying to do that. Try to get into trying to get into the podcast and having their own radio show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Everybody's
I
not
love
college
it.
material, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but everybody's not college material. Everybody's not going to go to college and get a degree and blah blah blah. If you're a person
Nope.
that doesn't want to go to college, but you know that you have a passion for something, then that's how you become educated. You become educated through your passion. A lot of people who have went to college, we went to college because that's what our parents told us we had to do, and we got those degrees that our parents actually wanted us to have. But then you'll find that there's a lawyer who's working in the entertainment business and playing a saxophone or something. Then you'll find a nurse who rather work in a restaurant. So everybody who still came up with a degree or whatever, they all didn't just do the degree job. They did other jobs, and their passion seeped out as they did them.
Man, I love that. I love that. Most people want to do that and follow in their footsteps and stuff. What would you tell? This is what I'm going to ask you, Marshall. What would you tell someone like me who's just starting out as? Because obviously, I've been doing this for like 2 years now, and having the thing. So, do you have any advice for me as an upcoming radio talk show host?
Well, it's just words of encouragement. It's not advice. If you're already into the job of your choice or your passion, and you got 2 years under your belt, that means you must be doing something right in the first place, or you wouldn't have 2 years. And then secondly, you just follow the passion and go in a direction and see other artists or whatever, or decide in your passion what would make you stand out. So what would make you stand out amongst other radio air personalities? Pick a niche that's really your style, whether it's gospel, whether it's house music, whether it's interviewing, whether it's news. So you can actually pick your niche and enhance that, or you can be well-rounded, well-versed in everything that you do because that's what you want.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna take that one with it, Marshall. I'm gonna take that one with it, cause yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Great advice, man. Cause I've been doing this. I've been doing this thing for 2 years, and I must be doing something right, cause people is listening and everything, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Marshall
That's
Florence
great.
is
That's
joining
great.
us on Courageous Detroit Radio Network and everything. Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Flood. And like I said, if you like what you see, you like what you hear so far, like, subscribe, and share the show. Okay, like, subscribe, and share the show if you like what you see and stuff. And we would do it like that. Marsha, I want to talk about the event when we come back from the break, because I understand you have a big event that is going to be happening next month in October that you want the people to know about, right?
Oh yeah. Number 5.
It is going to be, it's going to be amazing. So y'all stay close, because you do not want to miss what Marshall has upcoming for you all. It is going to be on Thursday, October 2nd, the 5th annual health fair. Marshall's going to tell us more about it after the break. We'll be right back. Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Flood on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. Back after this.
I'm so glad to see you.
So glad to see you too. You look great.
Thank you. You look beautiful.
Thank
wow.
you. Thank you.
All right. What's up?
I just came by to talk to you to get some spiritual advice. So, I'm a musician, I'm an artist, but I like to classify myself as a creator. So I spend my time with God, and whatever He gives me, what drops into my spirit, I put it on paper and I sing it and I put it out. But the problem is the world is convincing me and perceives me as, if you're a Christian, you can't do R&B music. And I feel I'm gifted in so many different areas. I can do classical, I can do R&B, I can do gospel. So if I'm gifted by God in those areas, why not share it? So how do I cope, and do I need to convince the world? Because they're making me feel that what I'm doing is wrong.
Granddaughter, as long as whatever you do, and you do it from your heart and it is in His name, everything is fine. Let me share this with you. The scripture says, if I'm for you, I'll be more than the world against you. So you have this gift that God has given you. And so as long as you keep doing things from your heart in the name of the Lord, you're going to be fine. As a matter of fact, let's pray.
All right.
Eternal God, our Father, we thank you.
Hey, yo, Bless, turn the beat up.
Buckle up, let's go, and I'll for sure let you know of the greatest love story that's ever been told. And it's not your typical fairy tale, but believe it's a love that will surely never fail. Yeah, He gave His life for me at a place called Calvary. Rose up again on day 3, so I can be set free. And You never disappoint, and my best on my breaking points. So as long as my heart beats, I serve the one and true living God. Yeah. I'm falling in love. Can't you see I'm falling? I'm falling in love with you. So I'm falling, swept off my feet. I'm falling because of You. I'm falling so deep in love, and I can't get enough of Your love. I'm falling, swept off my feet. I'm falling because of You. I'm falling for the greatest love, the one that comes from up above. You're always providing according to Your glory. Because of Your grace, I'm free to tell my story. Deserving or not, You're always there for me. With You by my side, You make this life easy. Crazy in love with You, I stay stuck to You like glue. The love that You give never feels taboo, 'cause You're the one that makes all things brand new. Falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I ever done. Can't you see I'm falling? So falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I ever done. I'm falling in love. Can't you see that I'm falling, 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 falling for You? I'm falling in love with You.
It is Sunday Night Vibes on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. In the building, Robert Flood in the building. Sunday Night Vibes right here on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. Vibe Nation. Okay, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear so far, we got Miss Marshall Florence on the live line with us right now. If you like anything she's talking about and everything, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show, Vibe Nation. Okay, like, subscribe, and share the show, because she is giving out some really good information and all that good stuff. And also the number 313-573-8683 is the number if you want to call in as well. Okay, so we got Marshall Florence on the line with us, and just amazing, talking about everything from her TV show to this to that, a little this, a little bit of that. But she has a big event that is going to be taking place on October the 2nd, which is on a Thursday. It is the 5th annual health fair, and you definitely want to know more about it, and Miss Marshall is here to let you know more about it as well. So Marshall, go ahead and tell people about the event that is going to take place in October.
Well, thank you, Robert. So this is our 5th annual Just Dance Foundation Health and Fun Fair event. And so what we do is we bring together 40 plus healthcare professionals for the attendees to enjoy, as well as get the resources, have a day of activities, free food, music, dancing. And, we try to make sure that we pick things that are definitely needed. So this year we have the Secretary of State's office joining us for those who need to get their license renewed, their tags, their handicap placard. So they'll be on, their mobile unit will be there. The treasurer, the Wayne County Treasurer's mobile unit will be there to help out with information for your taxes and foreclosures. Dedicated seniors, Disability Network, Warriors on Wheels. So we try to make sure that we find, and we ask the viewers, what would you like to see at a health fair? And so we have chiropractors there. We have free chair massages, haircuts, manicures. We have physical fitness experts there. We have people with vaccination information, or if you want to get, your vaccines, and just a host of resources. So what we're looking for, and I haven't gotten it yet, but I'll have it before October 2nd, is a wound care specialist, a mobile wound care.
Oh.
Now, Robert, what most people don't see is that we work with individuals to make sure that if you can't get to the doctor's office, let the doctor's office come to you. So ever since COVID, it's been more mobile units being, deployed than anything when it comes to services for medical reasons. And a mobile wound care unit, it would be wonderful to see, because people who have diabetes, other illnesses that has caused them to have open wounds. Some of them are afraid to go to the doctor. Some are unable to go to the doctor, or whatever the situation is. We want to be able to have a resource there that you or your loved one can say, hey, my family member needs this. How can we set up an appointment for you to come to the house? Is it a doctor referral? How do we connect with a wound care specialist that's not 100 miles away and we can't get there, even though we met them in the hospital? Now we can't get there because they're extra 20 miles, 10, 15, 20 miles away. So we actually handpick a lot of the organizations that come to join with us to make sure that this is what the people want to see or want to be, engaged with. So this year we're on the east side of Detroit, sharing the love on Detroit's east side at the Samaritan Center Wellness Building, 5405. It's an indoor-outdoor event. So we have the gymnasium with the flow of a tent outside, and up under the tent, no telling what's going to be under there, but it's going to be a whole host of things that people can get into. And the weather always seems to hold up wonderfully for us, because we always do our event the first week in October. So whatever the first Thursday in October is, that's when we host our event. And we're looking forward to sharing the love with the East Side and having a wonderful turnout.
That's gonna be a heck of a turnout, boy. I mean, you got massages and all kinds of stuff, and that's gonna be that is going to be amazing. That is going to be absolutely amazing and stuff. And
I tell you one thing, people are crazy about those chiropractors. So they come every year. The chiropractors come every year, and then we have residents coming in from River Rouge, Flint, Michigan, Highland Park, and Detroit. So we actually meet with these different city councils and ask the city councils, is it possible to help the residents who would like to come receive transportation? And the mayor of River Rouge, Mayor Campbell, is always so gracious. He has not missed a year yet. I am so grateful to him. And so we actually meet with all the council people and say, hey, we have residents who say, I love to come, but we can't get there. So DAAA is helping us out this year. Hopefully they will help with the residents in Highland Park. And we reached out to the mayors of Hamtramck. We hope to, have some different cultures join in, and that's another thing too. We like to have a diverse event so that there's inclusion. We don't want to leave anybody out, and that's a key thing to me, is to make sure that communicable diseases and conditions are everywhere. They're not just in one culture; they're in all cultures. So we try to cover everybody to make sure that you at least know where you can get your resources from. Even if you don't want to attend the event, you don't have to, but you need to know who does what.
Man, I love it. I love it. All I'm coming for is two things: a massage and the food.
Well, no,
that's all I'm coming for.
Not a problem. Our caterer is at St. Pat's Church in downtown Detroit, and St. Pat's does a wonderful event for our lunch. So you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy the lunch. And Dorsey's School of Cosmetology is bringing their students for the chair massage, and Back to You is the chiropractor. So no doubt, you're going to have a good time. And I have to give hats off to my co-sponsors, Bridging Communities. Now, a lot of people may not know about Bridging Communities, but Bridging Communities is in Southwest Detroit area, and but they service 10 zip codes. And one thing for sure that I enjoy about being involved with Bridging Community is that they have a program for grandparents who are taking care of their grandchildren. That means that the children's parents may be incarcerated, may be substance abuse, may have passed on, and the grandparents, are now taking the responsibility to help raise their grandchildren. Well, Bridging Communities is one of those programs that will assist that family in staying together. And so we connect with a lot of wonderful organizations to make these events go well.
A lot of great sponsors and organizations and stuff.
Oh, yes.
I love this. And so this is your 5th year doing this.
Yes.
You've been doing this for 5 years and stuff. And so I wanted to ask you, what made you decide to do this type of event? What made you decide to do this?
Well, a lot of people ask, what does Just Ask do besides TV? We know we connect with a lot of things. And people say, well, do you do anything outside the television show that we can be involved in? When we heard the word we can be involved in, that was like the screen door cracking open, like, what? So we decided to start doing something to bring our past guests together with, our viewers, as well as new guests who come to the show. So we want to make sure that the guests get a chance to network with all the people who actually watch them. So we developed that, and then in October, right after the event, we do a Veterans Women Clothing Drive for Christmas. So after the health fair comes the collection of clothes for the Women's Veteran Clothing Drive in December, and that'll be coming up soon. And we start collecting clothes late October all the way for the week before Christmas, so that gives people a chance to shop. And then we do one for the men in April, right before Easter. The Veterans Men for Easter. So we have started to do things to not only get our name out there, but to continue to support the community at large and whatever that they need. And I'm telling you, Robert, that the clothing drive we did last year, I was in my own closet looking, and I had so many beautiful clothes that, I'm retired from the state now. And I'm like, well, what you going to do with all this stuff? And I just asked a group of friends of mine, I said, what do you think about having a clothing drive? And the women came and forth. I mean, we had some serious clothes laid out. It was really really nice, and some of the stores, donated and things, and so gave the clothing racks, the clothes hanger and stuff, forming meals. We were so grateful that we, had the space. UAW Hall in Dearborn gave us a space. Considine Center gave us the space for the men's clothing drive, and Van Dyke's clothing store, Hot Sam, City Slicker, the couple of stores off the Avenue of Fashion, the Hatter, and the Box Shirt. They all donated brand new clothes and slightly used clothes. So it is possible
Wow.
to host an event and really see the community come out and support those who are in need. And I am most grateful and humble to all those who I mentioned, and the ones I didn't mention, I'm sorry, but it just knowing I can ask people, just like the name of the show is, just ask.
Just
So
ask. Yep.
so I had to stick it in my own head. If I'm going to do something, I should be able to ask somebody, just like I said, just ask.
That's how you got the name of the show.
Well, that was one good reason. I'm gonna tell you this: the way I got the name of the show, and I'm glad you asked that. A lot of people don't know, and probably the time they found out I was a little older. Anyhow, I'm a hearing impaired person, and I have been hearing impaired since the age of 5, and I'm a
Okay.
self-taught lip reader, and my mother was my biggest teacher when it came to teaching me how to speak clearly and understand a lot of things. So when I was in college, I got kicked out of college, out of the social work program, because my grades were falling, and my grades were falling because I couldn't hear that good, but they didn't know it. So I didn't get a set of hearing aids till I was 22 years old. So when I got my first set of hearing aids, I've been hearing impaired since I was about the age of between 2 and 5. I had a childhood condition called the mumps. And by the time they discovered that I had lost my hearing, I was 5 years old. And my mother, being a single parent, that's not an income that you would have to buy your children or your child hearing aids, especially in the 60s. And so, long story short, my mother was my biggest teacher, and she taught me very well how to speak, how to write, how to read, everything. And I just thought she was being a mean mama. But what she was doing, she was preparing me for the world. So when I, did get my first set of hearing aids at 22 years of age, I just realized a lot of people, used to wonder, how come I didn't speak, or how come I act like I was ignoring them and everything. I couldn't hear them. So I was telling a friend of mine, I said, it'd be easier if people would just ask us about our disability instead of guessing. And I remember I said that, and I always kept that in mind. I said, if I ever do anything, this is what I would do, is make awareness for other people. So that's where the name Just Ask came from.
Man, that's a beautiful.
It's a
that
full
is
circle
beautiful.
story,
That
if you
is-
really
I
must
had no
know.
idea.
It's a full circle story. So
had no
I named
idea
the
that
show
came
Just
about that.
Ask because
No.
I don't want you to assume anything about an individual when it comes to their health and wellness or their condition, and you're looking at a person going, I wonder what happened. Most people with disabilities are, at liberty. They'll tell you. They're not afraid or ashamed. They just rather you ask them, just instead of just assuming. Like a burn survivor. A burn survivor doesn't want children to be afraid of them because their skin is gone. But the parents say, "Oh, don't look at them." Well, that's not fair. You should be able to approach the person and say, "My child needs to understand your survival. Is that okay?" And the person will
Yeah.
be glad to tell you.
Man, I mean that is incredible. That is so incredible, Marshall. We need to have you back. We need to have you back.
I'd love to come back, and
feel
the next
like-
time I will make it to the studio. How about that?
Even better. I was gonna say, yeah, we definitely need to have you face to face in person in the studio. Because definitely, this is some great information and stuff, and people don't realize how important health is to them and stuff. And the fact that you've been doing this for 5 years, it's been phenomenal. It's been really great, and the thing about that, and I ain't gonna lie, Marshall, you got me on the food and the massage. Okay, I'm saying that
Well,
part.
that's okay, Robert. Just come on out and look. If I see a person that's holding up the food line, I don't know who it is, and it's you. So, they're cotton candy, pop, chips, veggie burgers, hot dogs, sandwiches of all sorts. You'd be surprised what we have at ours, but we have a great time. So, and if anybody like to volunteer, please let us know. They can give us a call at 1-800-323-5336. And, we could definitely take some more volunteers anytime.
Wonderful. Give out that number one more time.
1-800-323-5336. 1-800-323-5336. And that's our production line. It's always open, Robert, 24 hours. So somebody's going to pick up that line. Okay.
24/7, huh? 24/7. I love it. And the health fair, I know it's gonna be it's gonna be a powerhouse and stuff. And let me just remind you all, the health fair is again on Thursday, October 2nd, the 5th annual health fair. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's on a Thursday. So hopefully you can get off work or whatever and then come on down to this health fair, because it is definitely a use right there and stuff. And Marshall, I just want to commend you for doing what you do and stuff. I just want to commend you for doing what you do. And like I said, we are going to have you in studio next time you come and stuff. But I just appreciate you and everything. And you got to come back. And we can definitely talk and stuff. Do you have anything coming up for the rest of the year? I know you said you got the Christmas. I know you say you got the women's thing coming up on Christmas. Well,
the women's veteran clothing drive actually starts, like the clothing drive. We actually start collecting clothes the second week in October. So anytime after the 10th, all the way up to like December 20th is when we actually take in clothes, and then we have our event. Matter of fact, we take clothes all the way up to the 15th of December, and then we have our event the week before. So those who are trying to get some nice, clothes for their family or everything have time, and we'll probably be at the Considine Center. So we'll post that and connect with you guys as well, Robert, to get that out. But I would be so tired from October. I don't look. I just do three things a year, and that's enough. And then we back in the studio, pressing those buttons again to get the guests in there. And that studio is, it takes a lot of time, but we really are appreciative of all our guests, and we learn something every time someone comes. So no matter who it is, a physician, a lawyer, a judge, or a healthcare professional, we learn something as well. And the crew is always open to ask questions of all our guests, and we just appreciate learning.
I love it, man. I love it. You gotta come back, Marshall. You definitely gotta come back so we can do it. I feel like you got a lot going on. You was a busy lady, and just you taking time out to come on the show today says a lot. So I appreciate you, Marshall. And you gotta come back, like I said, so we can chop it up in the studio. And we would do just that. But Marshall,
well, thank you for having me, Robert. I appreciate you and your staff for having me. So thank you guys all together. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Do you have any shout outs real quick?
The shout out is, hey, Detroit East Side, we're coming. The Just Dance Talk Show, Just Dance Foundation will be there on October 2nd, so come and join us. And the West Side, don't get jealous. Come and join the East Side and have a good time all at the same time.
She said the West Side don't get jealous. West Side don't get, I don't know, Marshall. The people on the West Side might come after you saying that now.
Well, look, that means we're doing something, and we'll show the love again. Share the love again on the West Side. So it doesn't matter, but we're always going to be, available to host our event as many years as the Lord allows. So we're ready.
I love it. I love it. You must be from the West Side.
Yes, I am.
Okay. See, that's how I knew. That's how I knew the thing. West Side's the best side, ain't it, Marshall?
I'm just gonna stay neutral because I'm trying to go to the East Side. I'm neutral right now, Robert.
I love it. Marshall Florence, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go out and support her October 2nd again at the 5th Annual Health Fair, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You don't have anything to do on that day. Make sure you come out and support Miss Marshall. I'm sure she appreciates it all. more and stuff. And Marsha, we gonna have you back. Probably around December, so you can tell us more about the Christmas.
Not a
thing
problem.
and stuff.
Not a problem. I'll be well rested. No problem.
You'll be well rested by then.
Yes.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I would definitely take your word for it. Everyone again, thank Miss Marshall Florence for coming on today, along with the thing. I love it, Dr. Marshall. Come back and visit us anytime, and like I said, we gonna have you back in the studio.
Thank you guys so much. Have a great one now.
All right, you have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is going to do it for today, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all get out and do something productive this week. I know the weather is not going to be all that great, but it's still going to be beautiful and stuff. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share the show. Okay, I got to keep saying that. Like, subscribe, and share the show if you like what you see with our guests and stuff. And that is about it. We about to head on out. We about to make it do what it do on this Sunday. But y'all make sure you enjoy your night. Make sure you enjoy your night and everything. Y'all be safe and sound out here in these streets, and y'all just be safe out here. And we will be back with you all next week. We'll do it all over again. Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Flood, Courageous Detroit Radio Network. Have a good night.
gonna try it.
For me, it's always about consistency. How consistent can I be no matter the circumstances, no matter what's going on around me? I take a lot of pride in being consistent and being the same person to my teammates every single day. I'm always trying to improve myself. It's not about the opponent, it's me versus me. And I think as a leader on a team,